Test-driven development. Writing tests before code to ensure quality. In this presentation, we will explore the concept of test-driven development, often abbreviated as TDD, a software development process that emphasizes writing tests before writing the actual code. What is TDD? Test-driven development is a software development approach where tests are written before the actual code. Development follows the Red-Green-Refactor cycle. Requirements are turned into test cases. Code is written to pass those tests. The red phase involves writing a failing test. The green phase focuses on making the test pass. The refactor phase is about improving the code while ensuring the tests continue to pass. Benefits of test-driven development. There are several advantages to using TDD. Firstly, it leads to better code quality as it encourages simpler designs and inspires confidence in the code, helping catch bugs early. Secondly, tests serve as living documentation that stays up to date with the code, showing exactly how components should work. Thirdly, it enables safer refactoring. With a comprehensive test suite, developers can refactor code with the confidence that functionality remains intact. Also, while it may seem slower initially, TDD often leads to faster development by reducing debugging time and rework. Writing tests first forces you to think about the interface and usage before implementation details, resulting in better design. Finally, tests provide a shared understanding of requirements and expected behavior among team members, leading to improved collaboration. Red phase. The first step in test-driven development is to write a failing test that defines the functionality you want to implement. It starts with understanding the requirement clearly, then writing a test that expects the new functionality. Run the test and watch it fail. This failing test confirms that you need to write new code. Here's an example using JavaScript. First, import the function you want to test. Then describe what you are testing. Finally, define the input and expected output. Green phase. The second step is to write the simplest code that makes the test pass. The focus should be on making the test pass, not on perfect code. Write the minimum code needed, and don't worry about optimization yet. Celebrate when the test passes. Here's the code needed to pass the test we defined in the red phase. The sum function takes two inputs, A and B, and returns the sum. The test passes when we run it. Refactor phase. The third step is to improve the code while keeping the tests passing. Clean up the implementation, remove duplication, improve readability and structure. Ensure tests still pass after each change and refactor the tests if needed. The initial function is still correct. However, we can add comments to explain the functionality of the code. This improves readability and makes it easier for others to understand the code. Practical example: building a string utility function with test-driven development. First, in the red phase, we write a failing test for a capitalized function. This function should uppercase the first letter of a string. Then, in the green phase, write the code to pass the test. If the string is empty, we return an empty string. Otherwise, we convert the first letter to uppercase and add the rest of the string. This will pass the test. Test-driven development best practices. Keep tests simple by writing focused tests that verify one behavior at a time and avoid complex test logic. Work in small incremental steps, adding one test, making it pass, refactoring, and then repeating. Don't try to implement too much at once. Tests should run quickly to provide immediate feedback. Slow tests discourage frequent running and break the TDD flow. Include tests for boundary conditions, empty values, and error cases, not just the happy path. Name tests clearly to describe the behavior being tested. Good test names serve as documentation. Finally, don't skip the refactoring step. Clean code is as important as working code. Refactor both tests and implementation. Summary. Test-driven development follows the Red-Green-Refactor cycle. Write tests before implementation. Focus on one small piece of functionality at a time. Refactor code to maintain quality. Tests provide confidence for future changes. Test-driven development leads to better design and fewer bugs. For further resources, consider reading Test-Driven Development by Example by Kent Beck, Clean Code by Robert C. Martin, and the documentation for testing frameworks such as Jest for JavaScript and JUnit for Java. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.